afternoon, Pokésports. I want another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video. Bring you a Latios team. Now, not just any Latios team. This team was used by Hope Guitar 526 on Twitter, who was a finalist in the Taiwan National Championships this past weekend, or at least this past weekend at the time that I'm recording this. Now, they took TBHLA's 7130. Their team with Latios. I think we played that on this channel. I vaguely remember playing that on this channel, but they took the team with Latios, altered some EVs, and changed the Latios into a Latios. And here's what we have. I'm excited to try this out, right? Because Latios is typically forgotten when compared to Latios, because Latios just on paper is the better supporter, right? But the thing that Latios has above Latios in you know, sacrifice of some bulk, it does have a lot more speed. So you were able to get even faster Icy Winds off, which help you, especially in the speed in a metagame where the speed tier is just so crept by other Pokemon, and the new base 100 speed tier is now like base 120 at this point. Latios helps with getting that speed control. We do have Latios as speed control. Also, the Regieleki does have Electro Web, but this Regieleki is probably going to be our max most of the time since this is an Assault Vest. Yveltal. Other Dynamax options can be the Landorus as well. Also, there's a Snorlax here. Snorlax is low-key very good, and I feel like it's a Pokemon that a lot of people forget about. One, because the only fighting type Pokemon, quote-unquote, in the metagame is Zacian, and if it's not Zacian, it's Urshifu. But Urshifu doesn't really want to deal with Yveltal and doesn't really want to deal with Regieleki, etc., etc. But yeah, the only fighting type move other than Urshifu in the metagame typically is the Sacred Sword on the Zacian. So Snorlax's only weakness is stopped by just one Pokemon, and Snorlax does very well into Calyrex Shadow, which has been picking up in usage. So that's just another little addition. I hope we get to use it today. That one has Yawn, and it's Thick Fat with Yawn and Curse and a Dark move, which is really all you need. Anyway, if you guys are excited to see Latios here on the channel, please do go ahead and hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already. Let's get on to today's video. Charizard, Yveltal, Gastrodon team. Okay. Cool. It's definitely not the... It's definitely the first time I'm saying this combination, I think. Feels like it's a lot of Pokemon slapped together, but they're not necessarily bad Pokemon next to each other. Just kind of feels a little squished. Now, they do have double ground types, but I have no water types on my team. So can I assume, maybe, that they don't bring Gastrodon? Regardless, I'm going to bring my Latios. I think that's pretty fair. We bring Latios, we bring our Lando right away. We bring our Lecky in the back, maybe. And maybe this isn't a Zacian game either, though. Maybe not a Zacian game. Do we bring Snorlax? Is this the Snorlax game here? I'm not going to bring Zacian, yeah, because this is like, you know, not a Rinya team, but close enough. You know, it's definitely close enough to a Rinya team for us to be like, maybe we shouldn't bring Zacian. Because they do have the Charizard, and that can potentially ruin our day. So I think this option is still pretty straightforward, still a lot better here. We'll see what they lead with. I'm assuming it's just going to be like insert Charizard plus Grimmsnarl lead. Because that's what... Oh, Charizard Groudon right away. Now this is pretty good news for us. Because we get the Intimidate off. Now, of course, they could always be White Herb Groudon. Nowadays, that is kind of what you see popping up here and there. For good reason. Because it means that you can lead with it and not have it matter. It doesn't look like it's White Herb because it wasn't popped yet. They're going to get the Drought off second after the Intimidate. Okay, so we learned that Landorus is faster than Groudon. Wow. I think we Tailwind here. We Max Guard first. I kind of want to see what they're doing before I make a decision on what I'm doing, you know? Because I don't want to just attack into a Charizard that can outspeed me. I want to make sure I have the speed control before I'm attacking the Charizard. Now, they could always go for an Airstream, but if I'm max guarding, then we should still be fine. And the Tailwind will make me +2 versus their +1, so I should still be able to outspeed the Charizard regardless. They're going to swap the Charizard out into the Grimmsnarl. Does that mean they're going to Dynamax their -1 Groudon? Could be. Now, I'm also Dynamax in turn 1, which is never a great feeling. Because it does mean that they will have Dynamax priority later down the line. But we'll see how this plays out. We're gonna max guard here. I mean, I was just worried about the Charizard, but clearly I didn't have to be. Followed by their... Okay, nothing happens this turn, but my Tailwind goes up. So I guess that isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm not gonna sit here and Airstream for the rest of the game, which I feel is a pretty decent option for us. But also Psyshock into the Groudon spot. Actually, no, why not just... Icy Wind here is probably our safest option. Icy Wind, and I'm gonna get my... I want to Quake on the Grim. I'm gonna Quake on the Grim. I don't think they swap back into Charizard, right? That would make absolutely no sense to swap back into Charizard after I get a Tailwind up. Like, you gotta be some next level... either big brain or crazy brain to do something like that. But we'll see. I think a Quake here is pretty safe. Okay, they're gonna set up Reflect. Fair, I get it. Now it should be our Icy Wind onto the Groudon spot. Should do a pretty decent amount of damage and also give us even more speed control than we had before. Very decent amount of damage. Wow. That's definitely not AV done. I will tell you that much. And here's a nice Quake. We should raise our special defense for whenever that Charizard does decide to come back on the field. Also great damage onto Grim. I think I'm going to swap to Airstream now, though, there. Because I think now, after they see that I'm not afraid to Quake, they're going to be like, okay, he's not afraid to Quake. Maybe we should swap. They go for the Fire Punch. We eat that up because of the Intimidate, though. Oh, they're Life Orb done. Okay. I see you, big Life Orb. I see you. Yeah, now we Airstream here. Do we Icy Wind again, or do we just pull the trigger? Because they don't seem like they want to Dynamax. They don't seem like they want to switch. So I'm going to switch to Energy Ball. And if that's how much an Icy Wind did, the Energy Ball should knock out at that health, believe it or not. I'm going to assume that they don't assume that we have Energy Ball. They protect. Well, now they're going to know. They're just trying to stall out our Tailwind at this point. And get Light Screen up. Okay, so now maybe they even live the Energy Ball. This is what I mean. Like, if Grimmsnarl can stall out your Dynamax, it's so annoying. So my Dynamax was stalled out because I guarded and then I Quaked and then that's the Airstream. Then there's my Dynamax. My Dynamax is now gone. I mean, the good news is I could still outspeed the Charizard. Part of me does wish there was Ally Switch on this Latios, but there isn't. Because I think in this scenario, Ally Switch could help me a lot, especially with trying to live this Charizard hit. But hey, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. I think regardless of what I do, I'm going to go for the Psyshock here onto the Zard. I'm going to go for the Rock Slide. They're also running out of Sun turns, by the way. I still have a Tailwind turn before I have to set it up again. They're running out of Sun turns. They actually haven't done really much damage onto my team, and I knocked out their Grim for what it's worth. They're going to protect with the Zard. Probably just start trying to stall out my Tailwind. Unfortunate. I could have gotten a lot of damage off on this Groudon right there. Oh, we'll see if we get a flinch with the Rock Slide. We do connect. We do bring it below half, too. Oh, it's a crit? No flinch, though. They go for the Fire Punch into my Lando spot. Oh, my goodness. They crit me back? That's a -1? I found that a little hard to believe. Just saying. I'm going to click Icy Wind now. I don't know. My Lander should already be faster than Zard anyway. So I can click just Tailwind again. And then Rock Slide again. Yeah, I have nothing to lose here. They already protected, so good luck trying to do that again. They could swap out their Zard here into the Yveltal, but even Yveltal doesn't want to switch into a Rock Slide. They're actually having a lot of trouble with my Landorus, which is pretty good news. And they are going to click Dynamax here. That's a Beast Ball. I don't think they committed to Dynamaxing Groudon this late in the game, so that's definitely going to be the Zard. Yeah, there's Zard. The Tailwind is going to help me, though. Because I really don't think they have a safe switch into the Alecki. So even if they airstream here, the Alecki will still outspeed them. And we will still be fine. And regardless of how much damage we do hit a Zard, it should still hurt. Yeah, hurts a lot. Nice. Also, it's not Life Orb in that Zard, and it's not Charity. What are you? Interesting. I don't actually know what it is. Don't know what item that Charizard has. Maybe safety goggles? Groudon flinched. Hey! And Harsh Sunlight does fade, so they're going to lose a lot of damage now. Granted, the Wildfire is going to tick on us as well, but it is what it is. Alright, now I'm going to go into... Alecki. I'm going to Energy Ball the Groudon, because I'm pretty sure that knocks out there. Then I'm going to Rising Voltage the Charizard. Hopefully the Energy Ball knocks out the Groudon there. I'm pretty sure it does. Like, considering the fact of how much damage we were doing with Icy Wind, I understand they're behind Reflect now and they're behind Light Screen. But it's still an Energy Ball from a Latios, right? That's still a lot of damage output. Like, I don't know exactly how much special attack Latios has. I know it has a lot, though. I know it's not anything to be scoffed at. Groudon does protect. That's fine. So do I just take the Charizard? Yeah, they just give me the Charizard. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have base 130 special attack. 110 speed. Wait, I said in the beginning of this video that Latios was faster than Latias. Apparently, they're the same speed. Oh, the more you know. Never mind. One is specially defensive, one is specially attacking. Now I know. So everyone that left a comment, delete it. Anyway, we do have a pretty decent control here of speed. Ugh. Alecki is your last? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That is bad. I'm gonna Icy Wind now. And I'm going to Hyper Beam the Alecki. I don't want this. Groudon protects again. Fine. They went for the double. I'm not even worried. Here's a Hyper Beam onto your Alecki. Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do, friends. Oh, that's not even close to enough, though. Oh, no, wait. This is bad. And now I have to recharge for a turn. Let's see some serious damage here. Come on. Oh, Light Screen is doing so much work. Please just attack my Alecki here. Alecki is going to be useless next turn. I really thought a Hyper Beam was going to do enough. They T-Bolt. Alecki, Alecki, Alecki. No! Okay, we live, though. We live, though. Oh, no! Wildfire! Man. Live. Latios lives to fight another day. All right, we Icy Wind. And we pray. We have to Icy Wind until the end of the game. They're one hit on each of their Pokemon, though. Alecki protects. Is Groudon also going to protect? Yes, they're going to let the Wildfire tick on me. But this is good. This means that I was able to get my recharge turn without the cost of anything. I now have even more speed control because even though my Tailwind runs out, the Icy Wind is going to keep them at -1. But Latios, you're going down to Soldier today. Thank you for your Icy Winds and your speed control. The speed control is like great for us. All right, now we can bring in our bird. I want to just take a quick look at their stats real quick. I believe this Groudon's now -4 or -3. So it should be a very slow Groudon by now. -2, okay. And a -1 Alecki. They each have 1 turn to Reflect and 2 turns of Light Screen left. I'm not going to go for any crazy plays. I'm just going for the brainless plays. Pretty sure Rising Voltage KOs at that health, and I'm pretty sure Foul Play KOs on the other side of that health. Battle was canceled anyway, and we are going to take a victory with Latios. And I feel like that was a really good showcase of Latios, too. Whoa, this is a team and a half to face right away. All right, we got a Reshiram Soul Galio core, also with a Weezing on this team. You don't really tend to see Weezing too much when you don't see a Kyogre or a Regigigas. But okay, Weezing, I see you. Also Mimikyu, so they do have a potential option for Trick Room if they want to go down that route. They also do have Landorus as their Intimidator. I'm not like super afraid, at least I don't think I am. I do think there could be a place for Latios here for sure. But at the same time, I don't have a very great way of dealing with that Reshiram. I think Dynamaxing my Landorus is going to be the only way to really deal with it. Yeah, I mean, they have a very big ground weakness on their team in general, so that's pretty good news for us. I think to start off, let's try to maintain some speed control with Latios and Yveltal. Yveltal gives us the dark moves for the Solgaleo. It also gives us the Snarl spams for the rest of their team, pretty much. I definitely do want Landorus here in the back, and I think I'm going Zacian, because Zacian's never a bad choice, unless you're going against Rinya. If you're going against Rinya, please don't bring Zacian. Like, that's the reason why Rinya was so good, is because it baited people into bringing Zacian until they realized that Zacian wasn't good against Rinya. Then once people started realizing that, guess what fell off? Rinya. But anyway, let's see what my opponent wants to lead with. They do have Demetrios. Okay, they lead with their Landorus and their Reshi. That's kind of okay. We do have Icy Wind plus Snarl, which I think is all that we're going to spam right about now. I think we have very little to lose by doing that. The double Intimidates don't really matter on our side of the field, thankfully. But let's take this slow. Let's take this as slow as we possibly can. Ooh, we also have Tailwind, that's right. Maybe we do get Tailwind up. Why not? I mean, we are kind of already faster. So it's not like definitely mandatory. Let me hold the Tailwind. I kind of want Icy Wind. I want to see damage here on this Landorus if I get the opportunity to. And I'll just Snarl here just to lower the damage output on the Reshiram. Their Dynamax option is definitely going to be the... yeah, they have to switch. Yikes. This is why we have Focus Sash. This is exactly why we have Focus Sash. Oh boy, that was a lot of damage. I kind of wish I Tailwinded, but I guess I could always do it later. It's not that big of a deal. If they doubled into that spot, I'll be a little bit sad. Also, no one Dynamaxed here, which is definitely interesting. Okay, double Icy Wind does double connect. Don't expect to see a lot of damage, but it's mainly just for speed control here. Doesn't really matter against the... Also, they outsped my Latios, so they just showed me that they're Scarfed Landorus as well. So that's something else that's good to know. Which means they're probably definitely not going to be Dynamaxing. But it also means I definitely need Tailwind up if I can. They go for the Ancient Power. That's not... Okay, that's fine. That's no damage. Perfect. Don't get the boost? No boost, baby. All right, yeah, we set Tailwind every day here. Set Tailwind, and literally no reason not to just keep snarling. Very passive game, but sometimes you have to play passively against teams like this who want to just go hard and one-shot your whole team. Now, the fact that they're not Dynamaxing Reshiram means they're definitely saving their Dynamax for the Solgaleo in the back. I wonder if I should try to preserve my Yveltal for that Solgaleo for later on, or if my Landorus Dynamaxing later on is going to be enough into the Solgaleo. That's a hard question. Okay, well, it does seem like that we kind of have them a little bit scared, which is nice. They go into the Mimi. And then Sucker Punch. Nope, not today. Switching over to Tailwind, baby. Okay, maybe I swap out the Latios then. Like, if they're gonna Sucker Punch me, then I kind of don't want to stay in here. And we also get the free Disguise Break, which is cool. The Sucker Punch will definitely knock out my Latios for no reason. And I don't want to lose it yet. I feel like we don't have to. We kind of do have to knock out this Mimikyu here, though. Ooh, we really have to knock out the Mimikyu, because if we don't, they get Trick Room up, and then we'll be sad. Sucker Punch is going to knock me out here. I think I just swap into Lando for now. I don't want to go for Snarl. I have to go for, like... I kind of have to Dynamax. I kind of have to Dynamax. And I didn't want to, but I don't think I have an option. Yeah, because this Mimi has to go down. Dang it. I didn't want to Dynamax Yveltal, but if I don't attack... If I ignore this Mimi, they get Trick Room up, and then my Tailwind just ruins me for the rest of the game. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. But it's fine. We got two flying types on the field right now. Don't know what that means for us, but it does mean I can spam EQs, though. which is nice because I do believe the rest of their team is weak to ground. Also, oh wait, this means they didn't bring Solgaleo. Oh. Well, okay. They brought Landorus and Reshiram. And then those are the other two. Oh, that's fine. I was worried about Solgaleo. I no longer have to. It doesn't knock out, unfortunately. I guess we're playing in Trick Room, friends. I guess we are playing in Trick Room. And they didn't even Sucker Punch. They went for Spirit Break. I could have attacked. I could have just straight up attacked. Dang. That was a little rough for us, not gonna lie. That turn was definitely not in our favor. But I think here we just go for Rock move, followed by... Not Rock move. Earthquake, which should knock out the Mimikyu, who is at -1 currently. And just in case... I'm already slow, so making myself slower doesn't matter. I'm already the slowest thing on the field, so I'm just gonna Airstream here. I want to try to maximize my damage output and see if I can get a double KO here. But we'll see. Willow. That's no fun. I didn't really have an option though. I had to attack here. Well, this EQ definitely knocks out the Mimikyu at least. And does pretty decent damage onto Olungar. I'm getting an Airstream off for what it's worth. Should knock out. Okay, yeah, we got the double KO that we wanted. What do I do? Because I have to stall at this Trick Room for as long as I can. Wait, there's Scarfed Lando. Oh, but we're in Tailwind. That's right. Ugh. It's a little awkward. We're in a pretty awkward situation. I think definitely the Reshiram is going to be the Dynamax option for them, and they're definitely going to Dynamax the Reshiram and go into my Landorus spot. Probably. That seems to be like the freest KO for them, it seems. Since we now know that their Landorus is locked on the field, I do think we should preserve our Intimidates, though. It's just all about stalling the Trick Room right now. I do have Protect, so I am going to click it. I don't have Protect here, so I'm not going to click it. See how up. Yes, Kevin, good. What is better here? A -2 or just -1? I think -1, right? We might as well switch to physical now. We can go either one. Which is kind of why, like, Yveltal is kind of good in that sense, right? It has the exact same attack as special attack, so depending on how you EV it, you can kind of go either way. Alright, they are going to Dynamax something. I'm assuming it's the Reshiram, because why would it be the Landorus this late in the game? Yep, it is the Reshiram. This is my final turn of Dynamax. I am Assault Vested, so I think I could take a hit from Reshiram if they decide to go into the Yveltal spot. But I'm pretty sure all they want to do is go into Landorus right now. Let's Protect here. Like I said, the only thing I have to do is maintain speed control. And the only thing faster outside of Trick Room into my team, they actually went for that. Yeah, we're fine. The only thing faster in Trick Room... or outside of Trick Room on their team is the Landorus. So if we can knock out Landorus, that's pretty... No! Gross. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Oh well. Our Tailwind petered. So that means they're the fastest thing now. No, they're the slowest thing now. Which means I can't attack it for another turn. Oh my goodness, that's annoying. Okay, well, I'm going to swap here. I'm going to go into my Latios. Like I said, I'm just trying to stall at this point, and I'm going to click Snarl just to try to lower the Reshiram special attack as much as I possibly can here. It's all about stalling. We're playing the slow game with this team. I like that because I typically don't play teams like this. I like heavy hitter teams for the most part, so getting to play a team like this is different change of pace. Unfortunately, there goes the Yveltal, but I feel like Yveltal did what it had to do here. And here's the fly. Oof. Onto our Latios. How many? Why does this trick room feel like eternal? It's the eternal trick room. No matter what I do, I have to double protect with my mons here. I think. Is there even a chance anymore? I feel like the last two Pokemon I have are not the ones I need to win. We'll see, we'll see. Get my Intrepid Sword. I think I have to keep my Zacian alive in order to have any type of chance here. One more turn of Trick Room. Yeah, I have to double. Actually, I don't even have to double with the Lando. I think I can Earthquake here. And then Protect here. They're locked onto Fly because they are Scarfed. So that's the good news, is that they won't be able to EQ. Don't know why they locked themselves onto Fly. This is a strange decision, but hey. It is what it is. Which means I can essentially ignore this Landers till the end of the game, which is what I plan on doing. Protect here. They go for the Whirlwind. Oh, they played me. Oh, they played me so hard. Granted, like, the EQ wasn't going to do that much damage anyway. It's not like I was going to do anything astronomical with that amount of damage. Is this? It's not Play Rough. It does have just a Behemoth Blade and Sacred Sword. Well, I guess I have to crit a Sacred Sword or they have to miss a Blue Flare. That's like the only options I have left. Well, let's try. It's always worth a shot. Unfortunately, that Trick Room really did screw us over. We didn't have what it took to just deal with that Trick Room. All right, well, we have the Sacred Sword here. They're going to connect with their Fly. It's fine. See how much this does. Nothing at all. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I'm going to ignore that spot for as long as I can. I now require a Blue Flare miss, though. That was a crit. We already got lucky. Not today. Not today. No Blue Flare miss. Reshiram is going to take a victory from us. That's so unlucky. But it is what it is. I did feel like, man, had we just read them not to Sucker Punch again, we would have been such a great spot if we just doubled in that Mimi. Oh, no. Another Groudon and Charizard. And a Whimsicott. Jeez, I'm so tired of seeing Whimsicott today. I feel like Whimsicott's it's like such a bigger pain without Fake Out. Like, jeez. Okay, I guess I have to match. But I'm also going to bring Yveltal, because if they bring Cali Shadow in the lead, I'm going to be in a little bit of an issue. Having a little bit of trouble against that. I'm also going to bring my Alecki here to deal with the Charizard. Thankfully, they only have one ground type on their team. And last but not least, maybe Landorus. Definitely Landorus. I'm not going to bring my Zacian this game. Like, if you see a Charizard, just don't bother with Zacian. That's just my opinion, right? That's just my opinion. Like, if you see Charizard, don't bother. Bring anything else. Just don't bring Zacian. You don't need it. It doesn't do anything for you. Charizard's going to stop at every chance that it gets. Now, the Grimmsnarl, on the other hand, might be irritating. My opponent is cutting down this timer, okay? With 5 seconds left, they have made up their mind. Let's see what their lead is going to be. I think probably just like a Whimsicott Charizard lead is going to be their lead. Or maybe even like a Charizard Grim. Do they even bring Cali Shadow to this? Like, I was so worried about Cali Shadow in Team Preview, but I don't think they bring it. Yeah, Whim Charizard. They're going to set Tailwind. But I think we just Snarl here and set Tailwind up ourselves. Because that enables us to lower the damage output on this Charizard while also breaking the Sash on the Whimsicott, or even popping an incoming eject button, if that is the option for that Whimsicott. Eject button Whimsicott is like low-key pretty good even without Switcheroo. I still think Switcheroo is better, but even without Switcheroo, you're able to switch out your Tailwind user to get Tailwind up later when Tailwind runs out. So that's like so annoying sometimes. Or they're going to Dynamax their Zard even outside of the Sun. Now, I guess it could be mono setting or self-setting the Sun with Sunny Day if it really wants to do that, but I don't know. That would just give us Tailwind for free. No, they just Tailwind. Okay, cool. So this damage output that the Charizard's about to deal is going to be outside of the Sun. And we're AV. So we actually eat that up pretty well. And Oblivion Wing can get all that health back, so I'm not even worried. And they're just showing us Life Orb here too. Honestly, pretty good turn for us because we matched Tailwind. We can now Icy Wind and make them slower. We can Oblivion Wing the Whim and knock it out, which removes their Tailwind for the rest of the game. Honestly, pretty decent for us. Now, unfortunately, our Sash is popped here. But I don't want to lose my Yveltal if I don't have to. So, let's Icy Wind. Let's go for a straight Oblivion Wing onto the Whimsicott. We're going to let them use their Dynamax up for as many turns as they can. And once their Dynamax is over, that's when we're going to click Dynamax. I'm saving my Dynamax for my Lecky in the back or my Landorus in the back. That's it. One of those two is clicking Dynamax. Probably Landorus, because I do still have a whole Groudon to deal with, and I feel like a Lecky can deal with Charizard on its own. It doesn't need to require... It's not... A Dynamax isn't required for that to happen. They're going to go for the Taunt. I already Tailwind, Tom. Unless they're expecting an ally switch here. No, it's an Icy Wind. Here you go. Now, unfortunately, that did a lot more damage than I was prepared for, so my Oblivion Wing is not going to heal me as much as I thought. That kind of sucks, but whatever. All right, another Oblivion Wing, or actually my first Oblivion Wing, into this Whimsicott. Gonna heal back a little bit, probably, yeah, give me a little bit above half. Now, I'm assuming the Groudon comes out here, just so they can... Oh, Rockfall. Well then. That's aggressive. It's not even stab, Tom. It's super effective, but you're -1. All right, well, now they got Sand up. Ooh, I might die to Sand plus Wildfire, though. Will I? No, I live. Awesome. So that Oblivion Wing mattered a lot, apparently. I actually needed that a lot more than I thought. I really needed that more than I thought. I thought I was going to live at more than one. Well, then. Okay, I guess. Yikes. Okay. I can't Icy Wind. But I can Psyshock the Thundurus. And Sucker Punch the Thundurus. Which is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to accept the fact that I'm losing my Yveltal this turn. And then just try to maximize my damage output on Thundurus without giving it any boosts. E-Web. I should still be faster than Zard, though. Because Zard should also be -1. So I should take a Thundurus for free. They really don't want to set up Sun for their Zard, which is really interesting to me. Alright, here's a Psyshock. Goodbye, Thundurus. This might be a double KO on both sides of the field. Like, we might just have 2 Pokemon left. The good news is, the one Pokemon they have left is a -1 Charizard. It's going to be back up to neutral, though. My Regieleki can outspeed it. So it's not that threatening. How many moves did they show us? They showed us Fire move, Flying move, Rock move. They could still have Protect in there. Okay. Well, Aleki coming out. Lando coming out. We got rid of their Thundurus, so we don't have to worry about intimidating things. They're going to bring out the Groudon to the field. Still feeling pretty confident here. I think we would protect the Lucky right away. Can we afford to? Because what if they attack with Zard on our Landorus spot? I could always max a Lucky. Go for speed control. No, but then Precipice wins the game. They protect Zard every day of the week, though. This is a hard decision. Who am I Dynamax? I got to Dynamax one of them. Or I just do this. Wait, what? Why am I overthinking things? I just protect or protect for now. That's all I have to do. If I just protect and protect, this should be fine. I can Dynamax next turn. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, now I'm fine. I'm overthinking things here, stressing out. I just have to click one move. Everyone's protecting except for Groudon here. Oh. They're +1 now. Not phenomenal. You're going to take Solar Power. And we're gonna burn to flames still. Oh no, this is not great. Tailwind Peters, but so does theirs. Okay. I have to Rising Voltage into Zard. I don't really have an option here. And then I have to Max Quake is my best option. Or is Airstream my best option? They're both the same, so I guess I'll put Max Quake for fun. Just in case this is Eruption, special Charizard, or special Groudon with Sword Stand. It's not. But I don't need the speed, so that's why I'm not too worried about going for Airstream. This Groudon is their last Pokemon. It's literally going to be Dynamax me versus their little ground type. Who's setting up sword stances, though. That's like my one concern. Regardless, Rising Voltage onto their Charizard. They should have at least gone for the double protect. I always say this, like 30% chance is a lot better than 0. Like if you have to double protect and that's your win condition, do it. Because there's no way I'm not attacking your Charizard there. Followed by the Max Quake into the Groudon. It's almost a 2-hit KO. Almost. Wow. Okay, what do they go for? Precipice Blades, Heat Crash, what is it? Rock Tomb. Oh, maybe I do need to speed control myself. But they left my Alecki on the field. Also, my White Herb is going to save me here, but I guess I'm switching to Airstreams. If they're going to click Rock Tomb, I get Hyper Beam now, and I will. This is why we have Hyper Beam. All right, cool. Thanks for letting me know about the Rock Tomb, Tom. Now we switch to Airstreams. And honestly, if the Airstream combination plus the Hyper Beam does connect, we do just win the game. And that'll be the second victory for Latios, friends. Not bad. Yep, there's the connect, followed by the Landorus, who should still outspeed here. Oh my goodness, there's a Citrus Berry. It's not over yet. Oh, yes, it is. I do that much damage. I do more than that. Airstream now into the Groudon. Sayonara. Taking another game, and I felt like this was another game where Latios did shine. Latios didn't really shine in the last game, if I'm being entirely honest, but this game and the first game was pretty darn good. Anyway, let's go ahead and get you guys that rental code. And here you have the rental code for the Latios team. Thank you so much to Hope Guitar for making this team public, and congratulations on your finalist standing in the National Championships of Taiwan. I thought this team was a lot of fun. At first, I saw Latios and I was like, what's the purpose behind it? But, you know, after reading some comments in the rental code Twitter post, they let us know it's to counter Suns. And honestly, the two Sun teams that we face had a very hard time dealing with Latios. So I'm gonna hand it to you. Yeah, it does do a pretty good job in dealing with Sun. I will say that. Now, the rest of the team is pretty straightforward. I had a lot of fun with this team in general. Do I think it's like the greatest team in the world? Not the greatest, right? Because I definitely did have trouble. Maybe if I was as big brain as Hope Guitar, I can pilot it to win, you know, regional championships and high caliber tournaments like that. But I do think this team is actually pretty difficult to manage because the Pokemon on it aren't the tankiest Pokemon. Like, let's be honest, Latios isn't tanky. Regieleku's not tanky. Even Zacian can be tanky, but typically it's not for the most part. So the Pokemon aren't tanky, and you do have to play a little bit slower with it, right? Because your whole goal is to get that Tailwind up if you can, and if you can't, or if you're matching a Tailwind, you get the Icy Wind spamming going. Another interesting issue I had with this team was the lack of fake out. I felt like I wanted to fake out things a lot more often than I was able to. But hey, that's just me. If you guys enjoy this team, let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you play the team and have a pretty good showing with it, let me know down below as well. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button and subscribe. I'm Kevin Pokésports. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. And peace out. Bye-bye.